White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban? I already know how people of color feel in other minorities, but what about y'all? How do you feel about this? Like, are you happy? I know that's kind of like a setup, huh? Because if you're all like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, we found him. But no, I'm like curious, like, because I mean, it doesn't really affect y'all unless you have like a partner or something like that, or kids who are obviously people of color. Other than that, just straight up white people, no relations to any people of color. How do you feel about this? Are you just like, damn, that's crazy for you? I mean, are you shocked? Like, I'm laughing because me and my people, we've already been through shit. So it's like, at the end of the day, I have faith that we will be okay. I guess for the Karens and the Kevins out there.
Hello my beautiful family, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well whatever you're at. I know all my returning subscribers, you guys have been like, where is this girl? You've been lost. I'm so sorry, I've been lost somehow for like 2 days, 3 days. I've been so sick, but I thank God that I'm now back. If you are seeing me for the very first time, I hope you do consider subscribing on the channel. So without even wasting time, today we are going to be reacting on this episode from this person here who came out and actually posed a question to palm colored people or white people, saying that, how do you really, you guys, you white people, how do you feel about segregation? What is your view? Because black people came out and gave their own opinion. How about you? What is your opinion? What do you think about segregation? Because as black people, we've been there already. We've been segregated for the longest. So how about you guys? So of course, she got different white people who returned and replied to her video. So I want us to watch these clips together and let me know exactly what you think about it down in the commentary.
White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban?
All I got to say about that is it's going to quickly help me identify the particular individuals I do not need to be around, because let me find out that somebody that I know personally is participating in this bullshit. Okay, that's what this is. This is bullshit. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban?
I would rather shit in my hands and clap as hard as I can. Segregation? No.
White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban? I already know how people of color.
I'm pissed. It's bullshit. I'm angry. I feel helpless. And I'm white. So I can't imagine how people of color feel right now, and it absolutely breaks my heart. I don't know what to do. What do we do? What do real allies do? Seriously, somebody tell me, what can I do? I'll do it. My best friend is black. All of her kids are my kids, and my son is her son, and I don't know what to do. I hate this. I hate this so much.
White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban? I already know how people of color.
I've never been more excited for something in my fucking life. It's just going to be so exciting for me because it's going to take a lot of the guesswork out of who I can be there.
White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban?
What do I feel about it? I feel like we're going back, step forward. I feel like disgusted and appalled. I think that's the right word. I don't know. But I feel disgusted and I'm gonna throw up. I feel like I don't want to see. I don't want to see. If I do, but I don't want to see the whites and color section. I don't want to see it. If I do, I'm gonna. I know. I can't. The one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be petty. petty. I'm gonna say hi to African American people and say, I'm gonna work with you and say fuck the government. I'm gonna let you use my water, restrooms, and whatever. I'm gonna be by your side and handle the fucking hate. I'm gonna be that kind of person. And I don't fucking care, like, oh, what's wrong with you? Why can't you love your own culture? My own culture is fucking hate. Seriously, you're supposed to... Where's the love? I don't see it. Like, seriously, I don't see any love at all in Christian community at all. America is supposed to be amazing cultures of religion, just different. America is supposed to be this mixture of a bowl. We can't get rid of some things because this is a mixture of a beautiful bowl, and somehow it's like they don't want to make it plain. I don't want a plain. I don't want a plain bowl. I want a flavor. We need flavor. America is flavor, and somehow it's losing its flavor. Flavor. Asian, Native American was on this land before me. African Americans, Middle East, India, just varieties of cultures, varieties of religion, varieties of race. It's all just varieties of gender, varieties of just varieties. This world doesn't have to stick in a fucking box. It has varieties. It has beauty. It has... Why we have to stick in this one thing? This world has so much varieties. You can open your mind and just say, I feel like this, and just go with that. But no. So yeah.
White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban? I already know how people of color...
As a white person, I'm gonna tell you, it absolutely disgusts me 100%. I am so disgusted about the situation. It even actually makes me afraid for my own child, because I do have a biracial child. My son is half Haitian. So I am very scared for him. I'm very scared for my grandchildren because they are biracial. Actually, they're triracial. They're white, Haitian, and Hispanic. So I'm very scared for them. I'm very scared for my daughter-in-law. Like, my whole family. The only person that's going to get anything is going to be me and my husband, because we're both white. My child is going to be segregated, my grandchildren, and my daughter-in-law, and I'm not going to let that happen. Fuck that.
White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban? I already know how people of color...
She want to know how we feel about segregation. I'll tell you how I feel. I can't speak for everybody, but I'm going to be real honest with you. I've always been told history repeats itself. Now they've erased history, and people fought for desegregation. And now you guys want to segregate yourselves again? Like, history repeating itself. Does anyone know what the definition to insanity is? You have to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different outcome. That's how I feel about it. I don't know how the rest of you feel. Y'all better stay prayed up. They trying to bring back fucking history. They repeating itself because they keep erasing it. I love you, darling. I hope y'all Realize that we already did this once. We don't need to do it again. Stay prayed up.
White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban? I already know how people of color.
One word. I don't know if I can only use one word. They're very, very, very many words I could use. Disappointed. Not shocked, honestly. I am fully cognizant and aware of the country that I live in and the prevalence of white supremacy and systemic racism and a lot of other toxic bullshit things that we push on a daily basis. What's up, baby? I watered you yesterday, child. Do you need it again today? Because, my children are houseplants. Water your children daily, folks, and feed them occasionally also. Once every, couple of days. Hey, Tay. I have a question for you. The orange Mussolini just...
you mean the dude who never spends a second outside a Zoom cam?
Yes, that
The
guy.
expired orange peel man?
Yes, that guy.
The Oompa Loompa looking...
The super old, frail, wannabe dictator in our current government. Yes. He just overturned, or is trying to overturn, I don't know if it's legal, but he's trying to, if he hasn't already, overturn bans on segregation. So basically we had legislation that said you can't segregate people, you can't separate them, and those have been passed, or those have been overturned. So now we have companies can now say, oh, I want to separate black people from white people or whatever. I can, separate LGBTQIA community members from everyone else. Like, how does that make you feel? That's allowed now. That's not being criminalized anymore. They can't get in trouble for segregating people
Makes
now.
me want to jump off a cliff.
Okay, that's a bit extreme. I'm talking about just, how do you feel about it? Thanks, Bren. Are you, how does it make you feel, though? I mean...
Makes me feel disappointed in society. And disappointed that Zoomtan hasn't canceled that man's subscription. He spent thousands of dollars on it. It's like, I'm convinced.
He probably has one in the White House, obviously. Probably just has a room that's like...
Bro, deadass.
Tan me up.
From, the 90s, 80s.
But the problem is he only Zoom tans his face. Everything else is...
Pale as a fucking ghost, bro.
Yep, yeah. I know, I'm disappointed in it too. Fucking sucks, man.
He's the kind of person to tell you to touch grass in a video game when he himself has never even gone outside his room.
Yeah, that's fair. Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you for your input. What was that?
Don't go to Zoomtown every day of the week. Quick tip, it doesn't look good. I know,
well,
orange, not a cool skin
if
color.
it's done right, it looks fine, but most white people don't know how to tan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't look sexy if you're orange.
Well,
I mean, sometimes you do, but
I don't think he cares, honestly, how he looks. He's just...
Then why does he go to Zoomtown? If he doesn't care, then shouldn't he, not
because old habits die hard and he's an old man. I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, I have no fucking idea why.
If you're gonna get a tan, do it correctly. Don't look like the evil orange man running this country.
Or don't be the orange guy running this country or have any kind of...
His haircut is diabolically white for how orange his face is. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, it's more of like a goldy yellowish, goldish yellow.
No, that sounds too good. It's like orange.
His hair?
No, his face.
Right.
Bet you $10 if you color swatched that, it could be dead ass bright orange. I don't owe you
Something
10
like
bucks
that.
if you actually go do that, but still you should try.
Don't make promises to these people online. They will hold you to it, and I will have to give them 10. I will give you $10 if they have, but no,
If you
it won't be your $10.
hold
It'll be
on.
my $10.
If you color swatch Donald Trump's face and compare it to an actual orange, like if you take an orange PNG and his face, and if you can find spots on there that are the same color, I will give you 2 internet doubloons. I'll give you $10 if you jump off of the cliff.
Okay, we're done now.
White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban? I already know how people of color...
Oh, I'll tell you how it makes me feel, how I feel about it. It pisses me off. Pisses me off. It's complete and utter bullshit. Like, that's like step 1 in dehumanizing. Like, do people not realize it's not gonna stop there? Wow, I'm red. But it's not. It's not gonna stop there. Our country is going backwards. Backwards. And I am so sorry that this is happening again. I'm embarrassed. I am so sorry.
White people, how do you feel about the segregation?
If I see a white-only fountain, I'm dumping my Diva cup in it. It's gonna be clogged with my clots. Don't be racist. No, quit jumping on the couch, baby. You know why? Because we gotta make a better future for these little gremlins running around and teach them not to treat people that way. That way, in the future, hopefully we have better people to run our country, because no. Baby, we don't jump on the couch, okay? Yeah. Oh, I know. I don't want to sit. I will be a menace to society and smile in my mugshot because of these little gremlins I got running around, okay? So if I see that, my Diva cup's getting dumped in it, full to the brim. I'll start collecting it in jugs.
White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban? I already know how people of color...
It's bullshit. It's horseshit. It's all of it. I think it's absolutely fucking asinine that it's even coming back. We fought so hard not to have it.
White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban?
I propose a few questions, but I gotta give you a little information so you can understand why I'm asking these questions. See, I own Mystic Emerald's tax service. I started it in 2019, and I basically have been helping teachers who come here from foreign countries to teach our students, which, because we have a teacher shortage and couldn't survive without them, due to what's happening and what the Orange Chino is doing, a lot of them are leaving in June and they're not coming back. I've been wanting to open my business to help minorities and advertise with minorities, but that's been a little harder because it costs money. Now, if you go to my website and say, who are we, there's a big description that I've described who I am. It does say LGBTQIA, it does say disabled. I even put pictures that shows the rainbows and me in my wheelchair. Because the only thing that I have for me that is a privilege is the color of my skin, and I plan on using that privilege to help support minority-owned businesses and fight back against the white supreme bullshit that is happening right now. Here are my questions. If they start doing this whites only, blacks only fucking crap, 1, I kindly ask, can I share those spaces with you? Because I absolutely refuse to roll up into the whites only spaces. I don't care if it's the only space that's available. I will hold it or go pee on the side of the road. And as a person in a wheelchair, you can imagine why peeing on the side of the road is not the easiest fucking thing to do in the world. There is a restaurant that is a whites only. You better bet I won't be spending my money there. So, myself and other people who are white who own businesses, I propose that we make it in big bold letters on our website say minority only. If you are a cis white person, I don't want your business. I don't want your help. If you are not trans or queer or plus size or disabled or black or indigenous or Hispanic, I don't want to work with you. Most of the white people that I have worked with in the past when I worked for corporate companies at tax offices were fucking dicks. Yeah, I don't want to work with them. So yeah, that's what I propose. If this whole blacks, whites, sign bullshit happens, and you are a white-owned business who supports a minority communities, put minority only on your websites. When you send an information to a new client, you let them know we are a minority, we serve only minorities here. They can go spend the $300 at the green block or go continue to feed their money into the T-Red app online, who has been sued for false advertising and who also is selling your data, by the way. The Green Square does that too, as well. Would it be wrong of me just to go ahead and do that anyways and put minority only? Fuck this shit. I don't agree with their crap. I ain't gonna follow their crap. And I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna continue to fight for those who need it and deserve it.
White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban? I already know how people of color...
It's fucking bullshit. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not for me, at least. I don't like it. They all just need to sit their old ugly asses down somewhere. It's just me. I love my black people. I'm gonna go to war with y'all, so... Yeah. My skin may be white, but I'm far from it. So, yeah. I'm going to war with y'all. I'm gonna be right there. Right there. Boots with boots, baby. Boots on the ground, we going. And then after, we doing the cookout, okay? Cool.
White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban? I already know how people of color...
I don't really know, doctor. My eyesight just got really weird within the last few weeks. Out of somewhere, like, everybody was beautiful in their own color, and then everybody just turned gray. And I just, like, have you seen that episode of Fairly Odd Parents? Like, it just seems like that's happening. Except for every now and then I just see, like, this orange figure, and I'm trying to figure out what that is, because I don't think that's a person. But, I don't know. But, like, yeah, weirdly enough, like, everybody's just gray now. I don't know how to feel about that.
White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban? I already know how people of color...
I done made this video I don't know how many times, and because it just baffles me, honestly. But I will say this. I have decided, or I have come to the realization that some things that's going on in this world and the things that's going on, laws or whatever, that's better. God done put layers in my hair. Like, I'm gonna really do something with it. Anyways, what I was talking about. I don't think it's for us to understand. I think it's for us to prepare. For us to figure out, like, that it's really gonna hit the firmament. And personally, I'm just not going to go in any establishment that has signs. That's just personally me. Honestly, I don't go into a whole lot of establishments anyways. I am not one of those. I don't have any money. I don't have a lot of money anyways. I'm not going to say I don't have any money, because I got money. And I've been trying to not say I don't have a lot of money either, because I'm very, very firm in the believing of the tongue. And I have a lot of money. It's just coming to me. But anyways, I'm just not one of them people. I don't go into a lot of establishments. But if I ever see a sign in an establishment, I don't even know what I would do. I'm not going to go in there. I do know. I'm not going to go in there. But if I'm already in an establishment and I see the signs, I don't know, because I'm just a very logical person, okay? And to me, I can't say that I would do something in an event that I've never been in before. Now, how I feel about it, again, I just think it's not for us to understand. I think it's for us to prepare. It's for us to prepare. So, is anybody else preparing? How y'all feel about that? Whoever come across this, can y'all tell me how y'all feel about it? Is that about how y'all feel about it? I mean, because honestly, most white people that I know, that's how they feel about it. They just not going to go into an establishment that has signs. That's just not, they just not going to do it. So, I don't know, like, are y'all ready to riot and picket? Are we doing that? If we see signs, are we rioting? I think that would be something that I would definitely go to a protest about, because that is the dumbest. And then where does it stop? Where does it stop? Will our schools be segregated? And then if our schools are segregated, where do the mixed children go? Where do the mixed children go? It's a lot of those. It's a lot of those now. It wasn't a lot of those back then, you know, when segregation was a big thing. But now, everywhere I go, I see little mixed children. Everywhere I go. I got 4 of them. My family got more. We got it's a lot of mixed children. I'm sure it's a lot of families who have a lot of mixed children. So where do the mixed children or the mixed people go now? Where do they go? This just, the times are different, and this is just stupid. So what was the point of lifting the ban? I get the DEI, you know, as a part of DEI, I think is what I was told. It's part of DEI, so it was lifted as well. But that's just how I feel about the segregation ban. I guess I don't understand. Is it 2 different things? Is segregation ban and the DEI, is that different? You know, I don't know. I haven't really looked much into it because, again, I don't think it's something we're supposed to understand. I think it's just something we're supposed to prepare. It's another reason for us to prepare. All right. I gotta clock in now. Y'all have a wonderful day.